Next thing I want to do is give a shout out. Here we are at Two Inlets Lake in Park Rapids, Minnesota. I want to give Eric Matson a shout out. Thanks, Eric, for letting us come over to your lake and have a good time for the boys.
Yeah, Eric.
Everyone, round of
Round
applause
of applause for Eric here.
Eric, I mean, if you have anything to say, quick here,
Well,
squeeze anything in there, whatever you want to say.
Lean into the camera.
Yeah, I mean, tell them what you really are thinking.
We like to party.
That's
Well, and I'd actually like to speak in here and say thanks to Eric. And, you know, it's unfortunate that his family couldn't afford, you know, a little nicer house, a little nicer beach.
What they make do?
They do all right. And, you know, obviously my family has a little bit better house and a little bit better beach, but his boat's all right. I think you guys can see it in the background, and, you know, it's all right. But it makes do, and we get by, and it's been a pretty fun weekend. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you very much.
all right, Dylan. Well, next thing, you know, we always do the hoser of the week, and we kind of picked this one out. I think everyone here could probably guess who the hoser of the week's going to be. Trevor George. I mean,
It was a tough one, but we
And,
picked Trevor George.
Dylan's going to explain why. Even though that we really don't need to.
We just picked Trevor George for Hose of the Week because, I mean, anyone that's ever come and watched a Carpet Kings game knows he's our playmaker. He's out there busting his ass, but he tends to go off sides. And, you know, he actually did cost us the championship. We finished runner-up this year. And, you know, George was on our first line. He put himself out there first line and said he'd come through. And he was our first line that night. It was Trevor George, and I think he only produced 3 or 4 shots. I think he was -6 or 7. And, I mean, you know, it wasn't his best game. You know, he's got out there and he scored quite a few hat tricks this year. But, you know, he was just really missing out, and he couldn't step up to the plate for the big game. I mean, George, we love you, but it was just kind of a mutual decision. We're kind of reminiscent about the championship, and we just figured we'd pick you for Hoser of the Week. Sorry, Trevor.
Sorry, Trevor. All right. Well, I think probably out of questions myself, Dylan.
I think we should go to the audience.
All right. Let's open up the questions to the audience. We remind you to speak loudly, just so that you guys are kind of a long ways away out there, and all those audience members we got. And, talk loud and let them have it.
Nakamoose, I want to ask you what you were thinking on your first ever tweet.
All right, let them have it.
Interesting.
That's a good question.
You know, that really is a good question. I think we all know what I was thinking at that time on the tweet. what I really wanted to get accomplished. But, you know, just happened that this particular person was 3 hours away. And, good, you know. Kev?
Could you go into more particulars on that?
Oh, do you really want me to go into more particulars?
Extremely sussy.
Well, you
Elaborate
know,
on the PG-13 win.
well, it was very sussy. Tweeted my first ever tweet. You can go on there, you know, follow me and check out my.
Well, what's your Twitter name? What's your Twitter name?
Knockinboots_9.
Follow him.
Please follow me. You can go and look on the history. And my first ever tweet is to
People.
Adele Rules something. And it says, "Come to me."
Sit down, folks.
And I think, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory what I wanted to accomplish there. And,
way to cut him off there for time.
Let's go back out to the crowd.
Let's go back out to the audience. Dylan, I'm going to take this one.
We got any takers? Anyone? One more? Oh, Michael Koenig.
You know, this one goes back to Nakamoose over here. For the people out there who don't know, can you define the word sussy?
Back to Adam.
well, Mike, sussy, a.k.a. suspect, means, you know, like, that was kind of cross. Like, say the line's right here, and, like, the good side's right here. You went right here. And that's sussy. Like,
Just
say
kinda
it like
crossing
that,
the
like
line.
that tweet I did. Sussy tweet. Yeah. It's, you know, it's anything that's over the line. what I'm trying to get at. Is there? Is what it's called the definition of sussy.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
Let's take another one.
We got one more question out in the audience.
Yes, this one's for Brandon Wing. I'm just wondering, you know, I noticed you with your shirt off today. It looks like you've been like maybe working out or something. I just want to know what you were doing and how you got your body to be in the shape that it's in right now.
That's actually a really good question, Chris. I have a workout plan, and I go every day to the gym, Snap Fitness. And me and my mom, we go up there, and we, what's that? Talk a little louder. Oh, okay. Me and my mother, we go up there, and we work out together, about 15, 20 minutes a day.
How's your mom's body?
That's a great question.
That is a really good question. I think my mom is actually really a fit lady, and me and her get along well because we are so fit.
Yeah.
And yes, we run 5 to 6 miles a day, and then we go home and eat a salad. Make sure that our diet is really good.
He's dressing or no dressing?
No dressing. Maybe a little Italian here and there,
But no dressing.
no. Not a lot, to be honest. And you know, I'm benching about 350 now, and that was it's been quite a bit lower than
Hey, Winger, thanks for coming on here. Pass that down.
Thanks, man. Really?
I don't know what that
Okay,
said.
pass it down.
I don't know what that has to do with the question. So let's move on.
Keep it
from that.
together there.
One more question over here. From the side.
I got one. I got one from Dylan Carlisle.
Okay. What's your name?
Co-host.
My name's Kent.
Kent?
Kent Peterson.
Okay, good to meet you, Kent.
I know you talked about Trevor George's play in the championship game. I was wondering what you thought about his forecheck. What was it
Forecheck.
like?
Trev's forecheck?
I mean, that's a key part of the game. I want to know what his forecheck was like.
Well, the thing, if you ever met Trev, you know he wheels really hard.
I know that. Yes.
He's one of the hardest workers on our team. Unfortunately, he didn't have the greatest game in the championship. Bless his soul, we all love him to death. But, you know, his forecheck, he's a little more of a loafer. He kind of likes to run the 1-2-2 and be second or third guy high, you know. Just kind of likes to trap the players and, you know, maybe intercept a pass. But there's some rapids going on behind us. I think we're gonna finish up the carpet market for tonight. Is there any closing comments you'd like to make, Brady?
You know, thanks for watching another episode of the Carpet Market. We're here at Two Inlets, and we're gonna have a ball of a time tonight. I think everybody knows that. And I'm your host, Barry Eitzman, and stay tuned for another episode of the Carpet Market.